Hello and welcome to the bunker. This is going to be the last and final update video for this year's summer prepper meet here in the UK. Okay, let's just get straight on with it. You've got my notes as I always do. The first item on the agenda is the raffle, hosted and sponsored by the Royal British Legion this year. They're going to be arriving probably about 11 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and they're hoping to sort of get clear and be off between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's going to be a flighting visit. As you can appreciate, they're very, very busy on that day. That day, if you don't know, is National Armed Forces Day here in the UK, hence the beret. Be talking about that more in a sec, but that's what's going to be happening. So if you want to turn up and support the event during the day, you don't have to buy tickets, it's free, okay? You only buy tickets if you're camping. So lots of people just turn up for Friday, the Saturday, pop up on the Sunday for whatever time they want. Doesn't cost anything. So if you are considering coming to the event to walk around and meet a few of the people, including myself, etc., Saturday would be the best day because, as I say, the raffle is going to be happening, and you know, the more money we can raise for the British Legion, the better. Just a little idea I had, and I've been putting it out on social media, so if you want to share it, fine by me. Wearing berets on Armed Forces Day. The regiment that you served in, it doesn't matter if you're a veteran, if you're a cadet, if you're currently serving, fine, you know, the more the merrier, you're always welcome. Just to represent your regiment that you all served in or serving in. This one is 2nd Battalion Wessex Regiment, which I served in years ago, long since been disbanded. But yeah, by all means, we've got a couple of paras who are wearing the red beret and a couple of Marines wearing the green beret. So that should be interesting. I'm not saying any more. Let's leave it there. Okay. And also, I'm trying to organise the last post on the Saturday for when the sun goes down. And the sunset's going to be, so the internet tells us, is 24 hours in the evening. So just come up to 9:30 in the evening, okay? What I'm planning to do is to just get like a Bluetooth speaker, put the last post on there, maybe like a candle or near a fire or something, having some of the guys just observing that with us. The only thing that I'm looking for is anyone who's got a Union Jack and maybe a pole to put it on. It's not easy getting a pole in the car unless it's like telescopic. Unfortunately, I haven't got anything like that myself, so if anyone who's got something like that who can help get a nice big pole up with the Union Jack on there, that would be an awesome start. And you know, the more the merrier. Join in on the last post. To me it means a great deal, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys who have served, etc., will appreciate that gesture too. So the last post at sundown on the Saturday, we're going to be trying to make that happen. The weather conditions, now please bear with me, okay? This is predominantly for the new guys, the newbies who haven't done this sort of thing before. They want to come along with their mums and dads for the first time, etc., or come on their own. They haven't done this sort of thing before. This is just a few hints and tips that I've learnt myself, and some friends have shared with me as well, what they've experienced in and what to expect and what to sort of prepare for on the hot weather camping as we've been getting right now. So the forecast over the weekend is going to be absolutely incredible. Probably the best weather that we've had to the summer prepper meet. You know, they say it's going to hit up to 25, but I should imagine it could be 30 plus. Okay, no cloud whatsoever, so it's going to be very, very hot. Okay. As regards to shade around the field, we've got a few trees dotted around, so I'm guessing they're going to be the peachy spots. They're going to get snapped up first. But this is basically just hints and tips for the guys who haven't done it before. Okay, don't want to waffle, let's just get on with it. Got my notes, and let's see what we can say. Water. Personally, I'm taking a 20 litre jerry can. There are water taps on sites that you can replay any time you need to. Also, it's very important to hydrate all the time, okay? It's very easy, and I've done it myself. You know, you're walking around, you're meeting friends, you're getting carried away, you're getting engaged in conversations. Before you know it, you know, an hour's gone by, and then like you walk off to see someone else, and then the same thing happens. You could be continually talking for hours and hours and hours. Baking hot sun, you're not drinking, you're out getting hot, and especially if you've had a few beers or some coffee, it will dehydrate you pretty rapid. So my advice is to drink as much water as you can and as often as you can, okay? Sun cream, obviously, we don't want people getting like sunstroke and blisters and stuff like that. Because the prepper meet last year, I had to take someone down to A&E and I stayed there with him for about 5 hours. Okay, not long after we got there and set up. So my partner didn't know anyone. I had to leave her there with some friends that I trusted to look after her. Or she was heavily pregnant with my son. I know, crazy. Took the guy to A&E, got some stitches on his hands that he gashed open with an axe, and that was 5 hours out of the meet for me. So to limit little scenarios like that, please make sure that you don't get sunstroke. Sunstroke, if you don't know what it is, look it up online. It can be very, very serious. Okay, so sun cream, hats, shelter, shade, maybe a basher next to the car or something. Do anything you can to sort of give yourself a little zone or an area which you can go back to, shelter from the sun, and let the breeze go under the shelter and cool yourself down, okay? And also the sun visors, those silver reflective visors you get in the windscreen. Try to block out as much sun as you can for the vehicle, so if you're storing stuff in there, you want to go back in it later. Don't forget, make sure that your windows are all covered. You don't want that sun getting into your car and turning it into a mobile greenhouse. If you leave a cigarette lighter in there, you got some food, some chocolate bars that you've forgotten about, that's going to be catastrophic on both levels, okay? Cool box, obviously bring cool boxes, some ice box that go in it to keep your food nice and cold. Try and keep that in the shade if you can. You don't want it in full sun because that's just going to heat up and melt that ice pretty quick. Frozen water bottles are a good little trick. If you haven't got any ice blocks, put them in there, cover them up in thin tea towels, put your food in there, keep it sealed, keep the cool box stacked as much as possible, okay? The more air you've got in there, the quicker that's going to warm up over time. So try and keep it packed. Doesn't matter if it's food, if you're getting low on food, just fill it with anything, bubble wrap, anything to sort of fill up the air void, okay? Keeps your food colder for longer. There is going to be a shower or showers on site, so please pay close attention to personal hygiene, okay? If you're going to be there for 3, 4, 5 days and you haven't had a wash in that weather, you could be pretty sore and uncomfortable by the end of it. So that to bear in mind, okay? Warm clothing at night time. Now I know it sounds crazy, especially if you're watching this in a nice hot summer's day, it does get a bit cold in the evening. So if you're walking around all day with a t-shirt and shorts, and it's great, when the sun goes down, it's going to get a bit breezier. So my advice is if you've been sweating, go to your shelter, get all cleaned up, dried, some warm clothes on, go outside and enjoy whatever time you want to in the evening, around a campfire, etc. Just make sure that you don't stand there freezing, soaking wet. If you've had a few drinks, it could get worse. Someone asked me, are dogs welcome? Yes, dogs are always welcome. Me and my partner absolutely love dogs. The farms love dogs. Everything's fine with dogs, okay? So you're more than welcome to bring your doggies along. We just ask that you observe common sense, make sure they've got water whenever they need to, and they've got a shelter they can go to and cool down on, okay? Usual stuff, first aid kit, medication for yourself and the family, any serious meds like I don't know, asthma pumps or any allergies that your kids or your family's got, don't forget them, bring them along. A toilet roll. There will be 2 or 3 composting toilets on the site, and they're always pretty good with the toilet rolls, but there's always going to be that one occasion when you go there and for some unknown reason there's no toilet rolls. So please make sure that you bring your own toilet rolls just in case. Okay, you might not have to use them, but it's best to sort of bring them along, take them back home with you, then go there and find out, I'm busting to let loose and there's nothing to wipe, I'm in trouble. You don't want to be there. Okay, I know it always sounds a bit silly, but some guys who've never been camping and stuff, they don't know all this, and we don't want them to find it the hard way. We want to share our experiences and give them a few heads up, and hopefully no one should have any problems, okay? Insect repellent. Now, very, very important, especially around just before like the sun goes down, you're going to let a lot of mosquitoes and things come out, especially if there's water lying around, okay? So make sure you've got some insect repellent. For those who you don't know, there's a company here in the UK called Avon, your ding dong Avon, when they come around and give you the cosmetics for the ladies. There's a product that's been going around for a few years, and it's called Avon Skin So Soft. I know it sounds a bit weird, but if a lot of the lads in the British Army, Royal Marines and SAS use this stuff, spray it all over themselves, and you're pretty good for most insects. Okay, so that's really good value. If you're lucky, you might be able to get it on eBay and get it delivered and take it or whatever. But if not, just pop into a chemist or supermarket and make sure you get some insect repellent. Okay, we don't want no one getting bitten all over the place. It could be pretty crazy. If you do get bitten, antihistamine or Piriton tablets are good to stop the scratching. Tent pegs and hammer. Now, I've got a couple of lads down there already. Okay, they got there, I think it was Monday, maybe before. They're the advanced party. They just go to the site to make sure everything's fine and there's been no nasty changes at the last minute. And the reports I've been getting back is the ground is absolutely rock solid concrete. So if you are planning on putting a tent on the floor, you're not staying in a vehicle, etc. Make sure they bring a hammer or a mallet. I'm pretty sure there'll be others around if you ask, but if you've got your own, you know, you can do it in your own time. You haven't got to go and look around and waste time and wait for someone to use it. You can do it there and then. Bring a hammer. Personally, I've always carry a hammer in the vehicle in the back door, so that's good to go. Also, speaking of that, we have been informed, so now this is breaking news as they say, we have been informed that we can light fires anywhere we want on the field and you do not have to dig this turf off. Usually, for me, that's breaking the rules. What I always do is I'll take a spade or a shovel, mark out the area that you want, dig off the turf a couple of inches, put it under the car right away, drench it, get it soaking wet, then you can put your fire there. Okay, so when you go, everything's cold, put the turf back on, water it back in, you're good to go. But I've been told that the ground is actually like concrete or grass. So to try and dig that off with a shovel, you're more than welcome to try. Okay, you're more than welcome to get loads of water, douse the floor, give it 20 minutes to soak in, and then try and digging it up. You can try, by all means try, but I've been told you could be wasting your time. Okay, so if you do that and you do feel bad that it's not working, don't feel too bad. You can light fires on the grass and it will leave scorch marks, but we've been told by the farm that it's all going to be ploughed over at some point anyway to put some crops in or whatever, so it's not really a big issue. Okay, that's what I've been told and that's what I'm passing on. Alright, last but not least, before you leave home, make sure you've got some screen wash in your car. The amount of bugs and insects that's hitting the windscreen everywhere, the worst thing you want to do is to put the wipers on and there's a tiny bit of screen wash in it, goes in there and it smears everywhere, you can't see where you're going. Bloody dangerous, stupid, crazy. So make sure you've got some screen wash in the car. That is pretty much it for all I have to say about this prepper meet. There will be signposts directing you to the event from the farm shop, that big long track, and it's going to ask you to do a right turn right at the last minute into this field, and it's all going to be sorted. Everyone's going to be there. It's going to be great. You know, the event starts from Friday morning, midday, something like that. But a few people are turning up early. That's not a problem at all. Go and check it out with the farm and arrange the extra days or nights or twos notice accordingly, and sure, everything will be fine. That's pretty much it. I'm going to be putting all of the links below this video of where to get tickets from. It's not too late. You can even go and get tickets on the day. You can go on a Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, whatever, and get your tickets there and then. That's fine. As I said before, reiterating quickly, if you want to visit just for the day, it's free, providing you're not camping. It's not a problem at all. And that is all I think there is. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. And oh my god, I don't want to be doing another video because I've got so much more to do. Time is ticking by, things are moving, and lots to be done. I'll also put the link to the Armed Forces Day website below, and also we'll be putting the links into the Royal British Legion below. If anyone wants to go and check all that out, that's great. So please bring prizes. Doesn't matter how much. It can be anything from a ferro rod from £5 up to a knife for £200, which some people are already doing. Okay, so thanks Eddie for sorting that out, mate. That's pretty good news. A couple of Schrade knives also going to be up for raffle. So that's nice. So that is pretty much it. We hope you can make it, and we hope it's a great, safe and fun event for everyone. People meet new people, meet new friends, and learn stuff as well. What could be wrong? And I will try, before I go, I will try to film the event. It's going to be very, very hard. Because most of you guys go to these things, you spend most of the time interacting and talking with people, and the opportunities to grab cameras out and film stuff. Some don't want to get filmed in the background. It's very hard to do, but I will try. Okay, so apologies in advance if there's no footage of this event, but I will try. Okay, that's all we can do. So I hope the information has helped clear up any questions. All the links below the video. Check out what you can, and hopefully I will see you there. Thanks for watching, and stay funky.